Axslav is, of course, our American Protoss spawning in the left top side of Belshire Beach Winter, and Strelok is our Green Terran spawning in the right bottom side. Okay, the told Hydra story is a story that I told once upon a time on one of my shows. Long story short, Todd bought a really cool watch. He went around asking people how expensive their watch was, and then he let them know how expensive his was, and he felt really good about himself. But then he asked Hydra, and Hydra was the wrong person to ask, because Hydra had a ridiculously expensive watch. So when Hydra said it, I was like, oh, okay. And he just walked off. And well, the story that Ben wants to share right now is that when I went to Vegas for the IPL weekend, I was gambling one night and I was a little bit drunk. So I was kind of showing off. And then I met this girl. She started to gamble with me. And I was like, oh, so why are you here? And she's like, I'm here for a video game convention. I was like, ah, cool. So you're here for IPL? And she's like, yeah. I was like, ah, cool. I was like talking a little bit more. I was like, oh, you want to come to our table, have some drinks? She's like, yeah, sure. I was like, ah, she's here for IPL. I'm going to show her how famous I am. I'm going to impress her with Twitter numbers.
And this is the really funny part. So
yeah. So I was like,
you in just a second.
Do you have Twitter? And she's like, yeah, I have Twitter.
Right, so let's pause there. Kevin's next line is, do you have Twitter? I just find that priceless. I can't never see anybody.
But she was there for, I thought like maybe like I want to tell her a little bit about what I do.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, do you have Twitter? And she's like, yeah, I have Twitter. I was like, oh, how many followers do you have? And she's like, not that many. I was like, well, how many? She's like, 25,000. I was like, oh. She's like, wow, I'm more than you? I was like, so yeah, those drinks.
I was like, I don't want to talk about it.
It's taking a little while. But anyway, this girl, she makes videos on YouTube. And she asked me to feature in one of her videos. And I went down to LA, close to Venice Beach. And yeah, we recorded this little video. And it had some interesting moments in it.
I can't wait to see it. We'll show it at the bottom end of the broadcast, guys. So please do not tune out. I know y'all want to see Kevin on his YouTube debut. This is just the beginning for you, man. Next thing you know, you'll be a backup dancer in Justin Bieber videos.
The next thing I'll know, I'll be hooking up Rihanna with Hey Pro.
Oh man, that'd be so awesome. Yeah. You say, hey Pro, you get Rihanna, I get all the background dancers.
So Strelok is opening up with a refinery this time, because it's time to talk about StarCraft again. Now I got that off my mind. So yeah, I was a little bit distracted by that in the previous game, because the video just got uploaded and I don't know, I saw some
Now
fun.
everybody's going to be like looking for it. Where is this? Where is this?
It's going to be kind of funny. Reddit is going to love it, I guess. But
you're going to be on Reddit, I promise.
Second refinery is going down for Strelok, Ben. So I think we're going to see Cloak Banshee build this time for our lovely Ukrainians. His factory is going up already.
Maybe even 1-1-1. He's putting that bunker at the front, perhaps to...
Yeah, he wants to give Axslav the wrong idea. He wants to give Axslav the idea that he's going for another no-gas fast expand, which makes no sense, by the way, because he already saw it, so not no-gas fast expand, but maybe like a 2 Marauder expand or anything like that. Ooh, maybe Hellion opening? Interesting.
Could be. This is a good map for it. Like Tal'Darim Ultra.
And he's foxing the starport, so we might see Hellion drops once more, just like Puma did. But look at Axslav, man. No.
No way.
Axslav,
this is not
no
really
way.
going to happen.
He's going to see it, man. Axslav is actually going to spot this starport.
This is impossible.
And that completely ruins the whole idea of what Strelok has.
Surprise! Well, great scouting here by Axslav early on.
Yeah.
I do want to point out that Belshire Beach, one of the least played maps in the NASL. It's mostly been played in ZVT. I think we've had a couple PVTs here this week.
I saw...
No. This is the only one.
Yeah.
This is the first PVT that's ever been played on this map in the NASL.
I wouldn't go that far. Unless you're like 1000% sure and you have your stats checked.
I know in the first 2 weeks it wasn't played in PVT at all.
Okay. Well, we do see that starport going up in the main base right now of Strelok, and he's adding a tech lab as well. We have Chansey here. Chance, our official mascot of the NASL Season 3, is here too. Now I really wonder what Strelok is going to do, Ben, because he has those Hellions, but it was overly obvious what he wanted to do right now.
He can still try to run past. Axslav does have a sentry in a good spot, but he's going to need more than one force field to block that.
Maybe he wants to go Cloak Banshee in the main and Hellions in the natural?
It's possible. I really think he should just run past. Honestly, Kev, I mean, there's a Zealot, a Stalker, and a Sentry out, and none of those things are good at making Hellions die fast.
But by the time that they are actually there, then you will always have those additional units. Like those additional gates are almost ready as well. Warp Gate is ready. Oh, he's going to pull the probe straight away, so he's really afraid.
Oh, but you know what? Strelok walked right under that pylon, and that gave Axslav all the time he's needed. He's pulled his probes back.
Sentry straight away, Ben.
Oh, yep, Sentry is going to fall, but with the Zealot blocking, there's just not that much Strelok can do.
Zealots die pretty quick as well. As you can see, they are lightly armored units after all, so he's forced to warp in another Stalker.
No way. He is going to... Okay, so with the second Stalker warping, he's going to be fine. Good job by Axslav. I think this was... Maybe losing the Sentry was a little bit sloppy, but beyond that, This was a really good read. He's done everything right so far. Strelok with the ninja expand.
I love it, man. Double observer opening from Axslav. First observer makes his way across the map. I'm not sure if he caught a glimpse of that
very
Banshee.
close. I was looking at the same thing. He might have seen a blip of it.
The good thing is he already goes double observer, and it would be super sick if he goes triple observer. Well, look at this. Strelok is really into ninjaing things today.
What else did he ninja?
And expand.
Oh yeah. But yeah, proxied the starboard. That didn't work out. Instead, he's going to hide that expand over on the right side of the map. Banshee.
Double expand going up.
Ooh, that's kind of cool. I don't mind this so much as he put himself behind with that strange opening. Hellions also going to try to make an appearance.
Beautiful force field.
And yeah, you're right. Brilliant force field.
29 SCVs for Strelok, 40 pros for Axslav right now. So Axslav survived this phase of the game where Strelok, with his opening, he wanted to kill Prosper and he wanted to do economical damage, and he didn't do anything. So far so good for Axslav, but you shouldn't forget there's always this threat of this Hellion still doing damage, and certainly 2 cloak Banshees. The trap is never really gone unless you have a Phoenix, then it's gone.
But there's none of those on the map at all. Banshees are going to do a little bit of economic damage there.
Where's the observer? I don't even think there's an observer here.
Yeah, it's out of position. I don't know where it is.
Well, it was in the main base because he only had 2 observers. One is on the other side of the map, one is over here. So Strelok, not knowing, of course, what we know, could have killed 10 to 12 probes there.
The Warp Prism follow-up's kind of interesting. What do you think about that? I'm not sure if I... Well, I wouldn't like it normally, but...
I really like it if he flies via the right side of the map.
Yeah, but with Strelok going... Yeah, seriously. But with this quick double expand, Strelok doesn't really have any units out, Kev. He's got...
Yeah, Strelok has almost
army
nothing.
supply, but where is it?
He has Banshees and some Hellions, but that's not a lot. This is super vulnerable against the immortal gateway push that Axslav is planning right now. And I don't think X really even knows how good this is because Strelok invested in this as well. But
oh, dude, this is like a Brood War Bulldog. If he drops the Zealots on top of that tank...
Brood War Bulldog?
Yeah, Bulldog is where you use a shuttle to
let's
drop.
Let's hope Axslav won't actually panic and retreat right now, because all he really needs to do is deal with this little bit of pressure and then attack. Strelok, where's Cloak?
He's not gonna cloak, but I guess he feels like... But there's an observer park right there at the same time. Axslav pokes at the ramp. Oh no, the Hellion's getting inside the main. Axslav gonna try to warp in there, but this is gonna definitely do some big damage, and he is retreating with his entire army at the same time.
All the pros were lined up, but he do manage to keep most of them alive. Strelok did kill 14 workers throughout the entire game. And yeah, right now Strelok is much more prepared than he was before. Well, he has 2 tanks and that already makes a big difference. And he has 7 Marines, but good job for Axslav right there. Axslav does scout this base on the right side of the map. So he will be able to take out these SCVs, and he will probably be able to take out the Orbital as well. It's going to be close.
This base will definitely be forced to retreat.
He's going to keep repairing it.
Die.
You think he's going to die?
Put short work there. I don't know, man. That little bit of repairing that took place is a big deal. And it will manage actually to retreat off over the cliff there.
I love how we made that sound really close, only 1200 HP.
Well, they repaired for a long time. Like
not bad, but they're on Roti.
The first 6 volleys were like completely repaired.
Yeah, I know, you're right. Of course. So that actually evens things out in the worker tab. Right now, Strelok takes a small leak, 42 against 40. I'm a little bit sad for Axslav, because if he would have gone straight away, he would have been able to break it. I'm 1000% sure.
Right now, it's just Axslav maintaining this map control. He probably wants to take a 3rd base. He's got a probe in position to do just that.
He knows about the triple orbital being on the map now as well, so he knows he's at least in a little bit of trouble. That if he waits a lot longer, Strelok's going to have a pretty sick army out.
He's also sending that Warp Prism around to the top part of Strelok's base. Strelok hasn't seen this Warp Prism. He doesn't know that it's on the map. And while he is pretty prepared for a bust at the front, there's not much back in his main. And there it is. Zealots are going to unload. Warp Prism is going to just hover there. And a lot of SCVs died. Strelok was a little slow reacting to that.
And most importantly, he actually picks up the Zealots again, so he doesn't even lose anything, and he kills a lot of workers.
Yeah, he got 12 worker kills in that drop.
And now he's up 9 workers again. While it was 40 against 40 before, it's 42 against 51 right now. And he is getting his 3rd Nexus as well. This is actually turning into a really interesting game.
This looks like a pretty frustrating place to play TVP, man.
Yeah.
Axlav's just able to control the map. Strelok can't really leave. And he's
but that has everything to do with the fact how this game opened and the unit composition that Strelok has chosen to go for.
I just like how Axslav is really asserting this map control. He's also already getting Storm, just skipping Colossus Tech altogether.
Yeah, he gets Storm and Zealots, which can work really well against Tank Marine. Of course, you do need to land good storms, because if you don't kill the Marines, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble, but overall, that should work out really well for him. As long as he has good upgrades.
Oh no, Viking spots this warp prism. I wonder, we have time to, well, he could warp into Stalker off that pylon, but
could have done that before. Would have been a better solution, but
doesn't work out well for the warp prism. Who drives the warp prism? Is it a person or is it like a little robot?
The warp prism?
Yeah.
I think it's a robot.
I bet it's a little probe. It's like, probe, you've been promoted to high command. It'd be pretty sweet, man. Your job's just to haul minerals all day?
Suddenly you can fly a prism.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's a pretty scary army here for Strelok. He's at 89 army supply, only 67 for Axslav. But as you mentioned several times, Ben, Axslav is getting those important upgrades off.
Yeah.
And I don't think that Strelok really wants to push. He just wants to secure this base. He's been dropping a ton of mules on in his natural. So he also knows that he can't mine as long from this as he would normally can. Then again, his natural was very late, because he even took this base a little bit quicker than his natural. So in that way, he's fine. But still.
Those High Templar are out, and Storm is done. Also, 1-1 just finished up. Axslav immediately starts. +2 attack. I should say +1 attack finished, but +1 armor not quite ready.
And Strelok doesn't really have the reputation of a great splitter against Storm. I would almost say the opposite is true. Like, Strelok has been pretty much since the beta one of the premier Terrans in Europe. He's always been there, always been to all the big tournaments.
And he's never moved out of Storm.
No, but he was known for a long time that people actually thought that he thought Storm heals his bio units. Because he was dancing in them. It's like, Strelok, you have to split. He's going to seat up these tanks right now.
Tanks are going to be... Oh my god! What a huge mistake. Axslav had done so much right this entire game, and then loses 4 or 5 High Templar.
With a lot of energy.
Oh, that is absolutely brutal, and Strelok knows exactly how much of a break he just caught. He's going to push right up into this third base, and is there any chance of Axe holding?
Still a few storms. Oh, the rest is explosive. He only gets 2 storms off. Well, that's not going to help out a lot.
That's not going to help. Axslav apparently experiencing a little bit of lag, and he's not.
Yeah, I think that's kind of funny as well. Strelok is going to just stim in right now, pick up a lot of units, because Strelok is a little bit mad. But yeah, Strelok is from Ukraine, guys, and that's East Europe, and they're playing these games on the North American server. So this was really, really sensitive.
Oh, Axslav, so manner.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, man. Strelok is all about caps lock.
Yeah.
What the hell, Strelok? Calm down, bro.
Yeah. It's not as mad as Hasu.
He's more mad than Hasu right now.
Strelok is more mad than Hasu. I actually did not think that was possible. But
do you think I care about lag?
Good. It's going to drop a Sensitive right now. That's a very unfortunate ending to a pretty good game.
I've never seen Strelok be so BM.
No. Well, do you think he was BM?
That was pretty BM. I don't know. I mean, if the caps was intentional, it was BM.
Yeah, the caps was intentional. So Strelok wins once again, guys. Puts him up 3-0 in this current season.
And then Axslav's like, I know where you live. And Strelok's like, good.
And I think it's 6-2 in maps. Strelok is right now. So Strelok once more off to a really great start in the North American Star League. Just to emphasize a little bit more on that, like, I actually saw a post recently. It was by either Strelok or somebody else who said that the people really underestimate. Actually, the mysterious player you've been talking about earlier, they said that, like, yeah, me, the mysterious player, and Cass, Strelok and several others, like, they really don't know how much lag we have on the North American server. Like, if you live in Netherlands or if you live in Germany, or probably even France, your connection to NA is just fine and you will play most of your games with no lag. But the further you go to the east, the harder it gets. And these guys from Ukraine, they really have quite a high ping. So I guess Strelok just snapped a bit when someone from NA playing on his own server is whining about lag.
Man, I was just waiting for him to, like, kick Axslav into a big hole. But, like, let me tell you about lag.
Well, Ben, that leaves us with only one best of 3 left for
one
today.
best of 3, and it's going to be live, and it is very possibly
big one.
going to be our best of 3 of the day. It's going to be Huck versus Gonzi.